Yeah, I think we all know that the new Glocks are out now. You can actually buy them and see them in stores. I went to my local dealer over here at Sporting Systems in Vancouver, Washington, and I took a look at them yesterday. Now, I went there fully intending to buy one, but once I got there, I was a little disappointed. Let me show you some video here from yesterday where I actually got my first look at the new Gen 5 Glocks. Right here's fine. Didn't tell you, I don't gotta have any privacy to say what a piece of shit. Look at this. Look at that. Tell me, there's some real attention to detail. They didn't even bother to bevel the fucking slides or the frames after they beveled the slides, so they don't match up. Look at that. Look how much different they are. And this one, I don't know. I hope it's not that way. I hope it doesn't shoot that bad. But look how far off the sights are on the back. I hope they didn't actually sight that. I hope that's just because they didn't shove them all the way in there. Everything shoots that crooked. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to pass on this piece of junk. Only the Glock tards would think that that is acceptable. But doing that, that's some real attention to detail right there. Everything else nice. Ambi safety. Or slide release, I mean, not safety. No safety on this. People are going to freak out that I said that. But, I mean, the finger grooves being gone is nice. It really fits my hands better. Boom, 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 boom. People will be mad that I pulled the trigger. I'm not facing it at anybody. So don't freak out, people. An unloaded gun ain't gonna shoot you through the internet.
Alright, I'll give you to Connor real quick. Okay.
Yeah, I like the way it feels better. Grip to the trigger, everything is better. So, I mean, the grooves being gone, that is much better. But otherwise, this is a swing and a miss.
Oh, hey. Are you ready to pay up?
Here, look at that piece. Okay. I was hoping those would be better. One last thing I didn't even show. Look at where they put the slide release on the ambi side. It looks like they just chunked a chunk out of the top of the frame and stuck it in there. It doesn't even look like they designed for it to be there. Just, like I said, swing and a miss. Well, I think you could tell from that footage there that I was not happy. This gun is so crudely put together, it's not even funny. Now, I like to think that I am tough but fair on pretty much any gun. And I do love to make fun of the Glock tards. But this isn't a case of that. This is just a case of being, this company just decided to put out a cheaply produced gun without any attention to detail or without doing anything the proper way. This is just an example of how Gaston just counts on Glock lovers to accept a kick in the balls and then act like they were given a present. It's like battered gun owner syndrome or something. You know, Gaston's got his money. He's off with his hookers, and you know the gun company's coasting on its reputation now. It's just not what it used to be, and it shows in the attention to detail here on this gun. Now, I know a lot of people will say, well, it's a tool. Well, if I had a tool that I'm going to bet my life on or that has to support me, I'm going to buy a good tool. A tool should be well made. I'm not going to go to Harbor Freight and buy my tool, and this new Glock Gen 5 is definitely a Harbor Freight quality tool. Now, like I said, I'm fair. I will say, the lack of the finger grooves, awesome. Made it feel much better in my hand. Even made it feel like the reach for the trigger was better. So liked everything about the fingerless, the finger grooveless grip. But that wasn't enough to carry the gun. Also, I liked the new finish on the gun. The gun was nice. The finish itself was nice on the gun. But like I say, not enough to carry the gun. Those things that they didn't do more than outweigh the things they did do. Like I say, it just isn't quality. It's not quality at all. And if you're paying $600 something for a gun like this with the night sights, you want quality. You can get quality elsewhere. A lot better quality than this. So I just can't think that it's a good gun. Couldn't possibly spend the money on it. A lot of people, you know, say, well, it's a Glock. Glocks are the best. No, Glocks have been failing left and right lately. The FBI Glocks fell apart. The Gen 5s look like garbage. They lost the military trials. And everybody's like, there's reasons and it was not fair. No, it was fair. They didn't qualify to go to the second round. They didn't provide what the military wanted, and they didn't score as well as the 320 in the first round, so why go to the second round? They weren't even qualified for it because they weren't modular. So they're just coasting on their reputation, and like I say, the Gen 4s are a good gun, and I'm hoping the Gen 5 will still be a good gun. We don't know, because you remember the problems they had when they first put out the Gen 4, but the way it is now, it's not a quality gun, and I wouldn't pay the price they're asking for this gun. Like I say, I'm not someone that's going to accept poor workmanship at the same price and more than it was before. So I just can't understand why anyone would want this Gen 5. I mean, I guess if you need an ambi safety that badly, but this looks awful. Like I said, the way they just look like they just chunked it out with a pair of clippers or a grinder, and every gun was different. It wasn't even consistent from gun to gun. It was awful. So it just isn't worth it. The barrel, I guess people say, whoa, that new barrel. Well, just get an aftermarket rifled barrel. Everybody's been doing that for their Glocks forever anyway, so I just don't understand. In the end, this gun, it's just awful. I mean, it really is. It's just really bad. This was a big FU from Glock to their fans as far as I'm concerned. And I wouldn't buy it. Like I say, I go there, you know, and you know me, I'll buy garbage. If it's new and it's something different, I'll buy it. But I just could not spend the money on this. I had decided to spend my money on something else. So I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This is an untried Gen 5 gun, so we don't even know if it's reliable yet. Like I said, look at the Gen 4s when they first came out. We'll have to see. But as far as craftsmanship, as far as quality, as far as attention to detail, they just said, screw it all, the Glocktards will buy it. And it's so obvious. So, you know, it was once a great gun, and I'll say it's still a good gun, but you know, you can only drive around your 1987 Supra, Toyota Supra, for so long saying this was the hottest production car made. Well, you know, maybe that was true in 1987, but it's not 1987 anymore. And same thing with Glocks. So I would hope most Glock people would say no thanks to this gun. Don't accept the fact that they're just going to throw garbage to you and expect you to buy it. Make them make it right. Because if you accept garbage, well, then you deserve garbage.